Okay, YouTuber, welcome to the year 2021. I'm really excited that you're here. I'm happy that you're able to make it into this year because this year promised to be one of the best years to be in the cryptocurrency uh, ecosystem. Okay, today is the first day of the year 2021, and I'm making this video just few minutes into the year, and I want to share with you something very important. I want you to take a note of these three candles, these three green candles. Okay, this that's October, November, and December candle. Okay, these three candles. Can you guess what these three candles are? Can you make a guess? Okay, in case you don't know what these three candles are, these three candles are called the three white should soldiers candlestick. Okay, I'll say that again. These three candles are called the three white soldiers candlestick. Okay, what does this three white soldiers candlestick stand for? What do they mean? How can you profit from knowing them? How can you make the best of them? These are the things that we'll be looking at today. But first, let me congratulate you for making it into the year 2021. And I want to say this to you, if you will hold through 2021, 2021 is going to be one of the best years you ever live being in cryptoverse. Okay, now let's look at the meaning of the three white soldiers. Okay, first let's look at them. You can see you have three white soldiers when you have green candles, three green candles following one another. You can see this is a perfect image of three white soldiers. Okay, you can see three white soldiers. Okay, so these are perfect image of three white soldiers. You have it directly after a green, after a downtrend. You can either call it white or green soldiers. Okay, if your candlestick is color green, you can call it green, but if it is red, if it is white, you call it white soldiers. Okay, now let's look at what it stands for. It is often used as a reversal signal out of a bear market or a downtrend, since that creates the best risk reward ratio. This pattern is known as three advancing soldier because of the fact that it indicates the end of a downtrend and make a clear indication in the balance sheet from seller to buyer. Okay, now let's go down what the three white soldiers pattern looks like. The three white soldiers pattern looks like a staircase with each open above the open of the previous day and the next candlestick holding at least the middle price range of the previous day. Each candlestick should be should should also create a new higher high than the previous candle. Here is a chart showing how to. Okay, let's look at the three importance. Okay, the first one is that the second candle must be bigger than the body of the previous candle, and then the second candle should close near its high, leaving a small or non-existing upper wick. The last candle should be at least the same size as the second candle or and have a small or no shadow. Okay, let's look at what we have formed so far. Okay, so if we look at these three candles, you see that the second candle here is bigger than this first one, and it has no wick, it has no upper wick or shadow, while the third candle is the same as the second or almost the same. Okay, this is 47%. You can see 47.8%, while the second one is 42. Okay, 42.36%. So it's almost the same in size, and these has no shadows, they have no wick. Okay, that is excellent definition or textbook definition of what white soldiers candlestick should look like. Okay, now let's look at okay, let's look at some basic importance here now. Now, how do you intend to trade this? It said this for trading the pattern. The three white soldiers pattern require three data points across a time frame to signal momentum and a high chance that the market shift in an uptrend from a downtrend or range bond. Okay, there are several ways to trade this, but basically you need the relative strength index or the stochastic oscillator. Okay, this indicator can help to forecast price move because it tracks the move momentum and the speed of the market. Okay, it's if a reversal is confirmed, you may want to open a long position or long buying position. Okay, the best place to enter your buying position is on any of the three soldiers, but it is best if you enter into trade position on the first soldier. Okay, now, the three white soldiers pattern is a strong confirmation for any other bullish signal that the market has shifted to a bullish uptrend. The odds of this pattern working increases if the strong move happen off the oversold support. Now, this is important for us to note. If it's at the opposite position, then the odd increases, that it will increase. However, there is danger if it's the danger of it not working increase if the move takes a chart into an oversold reading area, and that is where we need to be cautious now. Okay, now I want us to look at this very well. If you look at the candlestick right now, we're at 81.69. Okay, if you look at it here, you see that this is 81.69, which is oversold. Okay, but does that mean that we cannot go up again? I think we might have a little drop here, then we continue upward. Okay, now there's something I want to show. Okay, look at this pattern here. If you look at it, after these three candles in circle, you discover that we had a kind of indecision candle after the three, which wick down, then closes up, and then we continue. Now, I think we might have something of this nature. I think we might have a breakdown here, a correction down, and then we close somewhere around 26, and then we continue. Okay, now let's look at what has happened in the market cap. Okay, if you look at the total market cap, you discover that we are nearly at the top, or at the exact top of the previous market. Okay, we are nearly at the top of the previous market, which is if you look at what happened in the year before, in the circle before now, you discover that we did almost the same thing, and then after coming to this top here, okay, if you look at what happened here, you discover that at this point here, we come right to this red line here, which was the top. Okay, when we get to this top, we add a rejection for about 2 months, before we finally rally and we break and form new highs. Okay, now if we come to the recent time, it's discovered that we are right at that same point. Okay, we are right at that same point, Are we going to continue upward, or we're going to have a correction? Well, it might it sound like we might have a little correction before we continue. And if you look at what forms here, you discover that this is a W pattern. Okay, if you look at this, you see that this is pure W pattern. And now the next thing we want to ask ourselves is that, have we complete the measured move? Have we complete the measured move? Okay, now let me remove this. Let me remove this. Excuse me. Let me just. Okay. If you take a measured move from this top here down to the low at this point here, and we take it to the top of this line, that should give us our target. And you can see we are pretty above it. And see we have extend above the line, above the target. So there is every possibility that we might actually correct at this point. And if you look at the stochastic RSI, you discover that we might actually have a little dip, before we continue this rally. Okay, so I just want to give us a little head up. First thing that you need to take away from this video is that we are clearly in a bull run. From the white shoulder, the white soldiers indicate that we have reversed fully, the trend has reversed fully, and that the next thing we should expect is um, a little correction, and then we continue on the upper side. Okay, so having said that, I want to keep the videos short as always. So thank you for viewing. And if you like this content, if you have viewed this content of a channel for the first time, please take your time to view other videos, and you see how spot on or how accurate our work has been. And then give us a thumb up, comment in the comment section, tell us how we can make our videos better and analysis better, and help us to grow the channel by sharing the video with your friends and family. Once again, Happy New Year.